Now, we do have another feature that allows you to get even higher insight into your process, and that is what we call pattern teaching. So essentially what we will do with the pattern teaching is that we set the widths, we set the samples, we set the job. We are looking for not only the change in the width, but also change in the movement of the material. You can enable that by pressing this button. That's in the pattern teaching mode. When you're ready to teach the pattern, we're going to press this teach pattern and press accept. So now the system is taught the pattern. What is the advantage of that? If I have, let's say I'm in Web 3, right? And if the Web 3 breaks right now, it is actually showing you that, hey, I'm supposed to see a web there. It's broken. The value is 0, and it's going to provide an alarm or alert right there. That's one advantage of that. Another advantage with that is that, let's say I have a Web 5 that I'm tracking right here, and if I have another material that comes in between there, the Web 5's measurement is not affected by that whatsoever. In a typical camera-based system, they're going to keep track of the width randomly based on which one is first and which one is second. That would affect the measurement. If I do have this pattern off, Web 5 will actually jump. You saw that? It jumped to that 10 millimeter and it jumps back. To avoid this jump, we are going to use the pattern, and once the job is set up in your slitter rewinder, it's not going to change. The pattern is not going to change. Then even if something comes in, that gets completely disregarded. That's the advantage with the pattern teaching or pattern matching mode. Those are the key things with regard to how you can set up our SCU6x controller for multiple slit width measurement. Okay, one other thing that we wanted to show is that this width measurement, right now we're in pattern mode. So even in pattern mode, if the web moves back and forth, you can see that the web is moving, but it's also keeping track of that edge position, keeping track of that width pretty accurately. And we can actually move this quite a ways off, and that's when it will say that the pattern is supposed to be there, but it has moved from its intended position. So this is an example where, let's say the slitter blade moves too much, then you can catch that. Obviously it will show up in the width, but it'll also show up in the web position. As soon as we come back into that location, the actual location itself, then it locks in on that.